Good morning, everyone. It is a beautiful day here in Japan. Now, as some of you may have noticed from my first garden tour, my eggplants are looking kind of, well, less than stellar. So today I wanted to talk to you about how to care for your eggplants and, well, why mine look the way that they do. So fertilizing your eggplants. When you fertilize, just use a good balanced fertilizer and water that into the soil with a little bit of water and Epsom salt solution. Now that solution is about 1 tablespoon of Epsom salt per gallon of water. And you don't want to use this all the time because you will risk incorporating too much salt into your soil, which will eventually kill your plants. So if you water in the Epsom salts, do it sparingly, maybe once a month. And the Epsom salt will actually help to put magnesium into the soil, and it will help with the absorption of other minerals like nitrogen and potassium. Now, eggplants love the heat and they love full sun, which is great for here in Japan where we're at. Now, they are a drought-tolerant plant. They can go with a little bit less water and they won't suffer for it. However, if they get stressed by a lack of water, they become a little bit bitter. So you want to make sure to keep your plants nice and watered. Eggplants are a self-pollinating plant, which means they have everything in this one little flower that they need to be able to produce fruit. Now, if you have to pollinate by hand like I do here because there are not very many pollinators, it's very simple. You just tap it a little bit and that releases the pollen from the stamen and gets stuck on the sticky pistil, and voila, we will have a little eggplant soon. Now I know what you're all thinking. Why do my plants look like this? Now the answer to that question might really surprise some of you. Now, a lot of East Coasters are probably thinking, it's the Japanese beetle. It's not the Japanese beetle. However, it is related to the Japanese beetle. It's this little guy right here. You might be thinking, what? That's a ladybug. Those are good for your plants. This is not a ladybug. In the US, our ladybugs are great for gardens. You want to attract them to gardens because they eat aphids and other insects that will end up destroying your plants. However, this is a squash lady beetle. It will eat plants, not insects. It lays yellow eggs underneath the leaves. When the larva hatches, they live on the underside of those leaves and they suck all the juices out of the plant. As you can imagine, it's not a bug that I want in my garden. There are a few different things that you can do to control the lady beetles on your plant. One is to spray them with a solution of neem oil. That's about 1 tablespoon of neem oil per gallon of water. This is also really good for the Japanese beetle. It changes the flavor of the leaves, which makes it undesirable. A second thing that you can do is to spray with soapy water. That's about 1 tablespoon of soap per pint of water. this will help to kill the eggs and kill the larvae. A third option is to just do the pick and squish method. You can flip over those leaves, see if there's any larvae, and get rid of them. Now, anytime that you're spraying your plants with either neem oil or soap, water, or whatever else you decide to spray with, you want to spray it in the early morning or in the evening. You don't want to spray it when the sun is directly on your leaves, because that could cause the leaves to be scorched and it will kill your plant. Before you start spraying your whole plant, you want to do a test patch. Just wait a day or two and make sure that it's not going to kill your leaves before you spray the rest of your plant. It's getting really lively out here with kids, birds, and cicadas. I'm pretty sure you can hear them in the background. Anyways, so I sprayed my eggplants it was probably about 3 weeks ago, and they've been actually doing a whole lot better since I sprayed them. You can see the new growth is fairly uneaten. And I have a whole bunch of new flowers that will eventually become fruit. However, as you can see, those squash lady beetles are moving back in, so it's time to spray again. Now I'm going to wait to spray my plants until this evening, because the sun is very quickly going to start hitting on my plants. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Spread a little kindness and encouragement today. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. And until next time, we hope you find your slice of heaven too.